How do professionals evaluate information online? How can this be helpful to your future career? Here we have advice from professors to help you evaluate reliable information. I know defines digital information literacy as the ability to find, evaluate, create and communicate information effectively and responsibly using the appropriate technology. I know teaches students digital information literacy skills to help prepare them to navigate the future of digital information.
In these videos, our I Know professors tell us how they relate the importance of finding and evaluating information to their profession. This is I Know Insights, Faculty Discuss Information Literacy in the Professional Sphere.
A lot of what marketers are doing now is content creation. It's video creation. It's blog post writing. It's doing landing pages. There's all sorts of content that gets created. And I think most students at some point are going to have to create that kind of content. Certainly advertising, copywriting, that's a writing thing. And you need information to back up the claims. You need information to, support your claims. You need information to tell stories. Certainly writing marketing proposals it's very non-academic style of writing. And I think giving them that exposure now gives them the ability to write everything from, a small proposal for an event and all the way up to a full-blown marketing plan. Requires external information. Maybe you need to be analyzing your external environment. You need to be analyzing competitive information. All of that requires you to evaluate the quality and the suitability of the information that you're referencing. I think the more opportunities they have to practice that kind of writing and research, the better off they're going to be.
As new and emerging early career scientists, you're really learning how to do science yourself. And so being able to find information, evaluate information is not only important so that you know where the state of the field is, but also where you're going to take it next. So if you're a scientist, you need to know what our knowledge is right now, and then design your own study to build on it. Being a scientist is really being part of a community. We build on each other's knowledge, and so you have to be able to evaluate knowledge so that you can do your own work. One of the trickiest jobs that a scientist has is to translate scientific information and scientific conclusions to the general public. And it's tough, but it's essential. In order to be a functioning society, we have to take the information that we're learning and discovering in the scientific realm and then translate that to the general public so they can make their decisions. And be it policymakers or anybody on the street, scientific information is important for a functioning society. So not only evaluating information in the scientific sphere, but also evaluating information in the public sphere is both incredibly important.
Criminal justice in particular, it requires information to be reliable and especially trustworthy. And in large part, that's because students in the criminal justice field, they're going to have to develop that skill set to find trustworthy information so that we can preserve the integrity of our criminal justice system, and they're a part of that. They have to be darn sure that the information that they're representing to the world is accurate. And so I really pound that into their heads throughout the semester to really value not only their information gathering skills, but also the integrity of the system and why we're at the point today where police legitimacy is indeed in question, and understanding why it's our job to always have it at the highest standard moving forward, so that way we can gain that police legitimacy and trust within society.
It made a lot of sense in the history course because you could say, like, we're doing a research paper and you have to hit these objectives, which is finding these, 5 sources that are reliable. Pushing it kind of further out, and where I think, again, students are less comfortable in the research in a way that kind of yields a visual result, making sure that they are researching their clients, researching their target market, researching competitors, and all the visual kind of components that are tied with those things, so that when they are going ahead and making their own design, they are making really informed decisions about the visual pieces that they're building. And that only strengthens their ability to produce like a visual logo or website or whatever that is like unique and competitive, but also allows them to speak to potential clients or employers or their teams about their decision-making process, which if you've, kind of all just kind of like kept it to yourself, or you haven't, a lot of information to back it up, it becomes potentially kind of difficult to defend in a situation where everyone's kind of asking, why did you do what you do? But if you have this basis for really good research, then those answers should be easy, and you're probably, hopefully, going to be more successful, as everyone will hopefully understand kind of where you're coming from.
Well, nurses use information every day in the decisions that they make and how to take care of patients. So it's really important that our graduates who are going to go work into the nursing field, that they can find materials and they can read articles, updates, because healthcare is always changing, right? And we want to provide the best care that we can. So we call that evidence-based practice. So in your practice as a nurse needs to be based on science. There needs to be evidence to support what we're doing. We're not just making things up. It's essential that whatever we're providing to the patients is excellent information. So our students, they are practicing while they're in school. That's why it's so great that we started this I Know project in their first semester of the nursing program. So then they're kind of reawakening those skills, and as they move through their other courses and their other clinicals, they can fall back on, oh, right, let me look up what one of the national organizations says about this. What does A1 say about this? And so it's really about practicing those skills, then you get faster and better at them.